The Mandatory Provident Fund Schemes Authority says the installment, along with the surcharge, amounts to more than $530,000. It involves the contribution to the employee's occupational retirement schemes, a precursor to the MPF scheme. The authority has filed the case at the district court.
More concerns have been raised about drones equipped with cameras. A new survey has shown that many people worry that drones would invade their privacy. Evelina Lung reports.
Footage like this might have been hard to come by in the past, but nowadays it's quite common thanks to these machines. Drones equipped with cameras have become a favorite among photography enthusiasts. However, these machines have raised a lot of concern. The intrusion of privacy is the key one. Last month, the Liberal Party Youth Committee interviewed more than 1,700 people on this issue. 70% of the respondents said the drones pose dangers to the public and intrude people's privacy. And more than 80% said these drones should be regulated. Some of the respondents hope the government can adopt a licensing system for these drones. They also want officials to designate special zones for the use of drones. The Liberal Party Youth Committee said it's most concerned about the safety of the public. The committee pointed out that current law only stipulates that users can't fly the drones in busy areas, but does not specifically say where these areas are and what time of the day is considered busy in the areas. The group said the drones have already become very common and the government cannot drag its feet in trying to tackle the matter. Evelyn Lang, TVB News.
British photographer Nick Danziger unveiled his collection of images taken in North Korea right here in Hong Kong this month. Arla June takes a closer look.
Under the auspices of the British Council, Nick Danziger visited 4 cities in North Korea 2 years ago. His quest to give us a rare glimpse of life inside this isolated country. Among his works are pictures taken in the capital city Pyongyang, where he captured images of the residents day in and day out. This unique selection will be exhibited in the Hong Kong Arts Centre until April 26th. This is just one image Danziger thinks captures the essence of the elusive nation.
I suppose the picture at a hair salon where women are having their hair done, unusual because of the decor, but equally I think that it captures something of life carries on, whatever the circumstances. Like elsewhere in the world, people come out of very difficult living conditions and they look impeccable.
We might have the freedom to pick our own hairstyle here in Hong Kong, but with this picture showing people waiting at a hair salon where they're only allowed to pick hairstyles from a specific list, Nick shows how starkly different the lives of North Koreans are from ours here. And that's not all he gained. Following Danziger's trip, the British Council signed a memorandum of agreement with North Korea's Cultural Committee. This paves the way for more exchange visits, study tours and sporting events between the two sides.
And I think that's one way that we can all, different cultures, different societies, get to know more about each other, maybe be a little less suspicious, is not just through photography, but theatre, literature, film, all of which interests both North Koreans and people across Asia and beyond Asia.
But one local group calling for the protection of human rights for North Koreans is skeptical about committing to an agreement with the totalitarian state.
Usually this kind of memorandum focuses on business or cultural benefit. North Korean government is very used to make use of this kind of memorandum to get economic benefits. So we should focus on the human rights and not to be used by the North Korean regime.
Chung expressed concern that a lot of North Korean defectors fall prey to human trafficking, torture, execution and imprisonment upon their escape to the mainland. Since 2012, Chung's group has been educating the public and promoting human rights protection. It does so with the hope that North Korean defectors will be treated with respect and dignity. Lis Yun, TVB News.
A prominent women's rights activist was assassinated in Pakistan just hours after she held a human rights forum yesterday. Witnesses say 2 gunmen on a motorcycle opened fire on the car of Sabine Mahmoud, the one she was driving with her mother inside. She died on her way to the hospital while her mother suffered gunshot wounds. Mahmoud had just hosted an event to discuss suspected human rights violations in Baluchistan, an impoverished province bordering Iran. Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif condemned the killing. No one has claimed responsibility for the attack. Police in the U.S. city of Baltimore have acknowledged that a black man who died in police custody should have been given medical attention as soon as he was arrested. Freddie Gray died after suffering a mysterious spinal injury, either while being arrested or while being transported in the back of a police van.
We know he was not buckled in the transportation wagon, as he should have been. No excuses for that, period. We know our police employees failed to get him medical attention in a timely manner multiple times. There are still many questions that we don't have the answers to, and some open-ended areas that we need to focus heavily on. If someone harmed Freddie Gray, we're going to have to prosecute them.
Baltimore police have been under intense scrutiny since the April 12th incident. Baltimore Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake has vowed to get to the bottom of it. Gray was arrested after he made eye contact with police and ran away. Police say he was held down, handcuffed, and loaded into the van. He wasn't buckled in, a violation of police policy. He asked for medical help several times during the bumpy 30-minute ride. He died a week later. 6 officers have been suspended without pay in connection with the incident.
Bruce Jenner identifies as a woman completely. The former U.S. Olympic champion and reality TV star has become the most high-profile American to come out as transgender.
I hope I'm going to be okay. I feel like I'm going to be okay. 2015 is going to be quite a ride. Quite a ride.
The 65-year-old made the declaration on an interview with ABC News. Jenner said, "For all intents and purposes, I am a woman." Jenner was the decathlon champion in the 1976 Olympic Games. Right, Chris, over to you for today's sport.
Yeah, some basketball. Welcome back.
Thank you.
NBA playoffs, and the Washington Wizards are a victory away from the second round. The Wizards won their 3rd straight against the Toronto Raptors. Here's Jamison Wong.